These might be the most valuable hands I've ever seen. He opens a drawer. Nothing but Patek Philippe watches. When he goes out, even his worst ride is a Lamborghini. His name is Stephen, one of the world's top neurosurgeons. A patient is shot in the head and already declared dead. Stephen opens the skull in just 3 minutes, removes the bullet in 2, and pulls the man back from the edge of death. But these once envied hands are destroyed in a devastating car accident. Metal pins everywhere, severe nerve damage. Stephen is forced to say goodbye to the operating table forever. Even basic rehab is a struggle. He wants to give up on life entirely, but a doctor gives him a sliver of hope. This man playing basketball was once told by doctors he'd be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, and the one who declared him incurable was Stephen himself. After seeing Stephen's hands, the man kindly tells him about a place called Kamartaj. To heal his hands, Stephen travels there. With Mordo's help, Stephen meets the Ancient One. She tells him there's no advanced medical treatment here. The only cure is the power of the mind. Stephen thinks it's all nonsense and starts shouting like a maniac right in front of her. The Ancient One responds with a single strike, knocking Stephen's soul right out of his body. She presses his forehead and drags him through multiple dimensions.
His heart rate is getting dangerously high.
What he sees completely shatters Stephen's arrogant worldview. He drops to his knees and begs to become her student, only to be thrown straight out the door. Days earlier, her former student Caecilius stole 2 pages from the Dark Dimension section of the Book of Time. The Ancient One traps the traitors inside the Mirror Dimension. With one hand, she casts a spell. Buildings fold and duplicate. Gravity flips. Magic shields form in her hands, and every enemy is taken down. Gravity shifts again. Caecilius escapes through a space jump. The Ancient One doesn't chase him because she can see the future and knows Stephen is insanely gifted, but still needs his ego broken before becoming the Sorcerer Supreme. 5 hours later, Stephen is officially accepted as a student. The Ancient One shows him energy from other dimensions across the multiverse. She explains that ancient spells are like source code that shapes reality itself. Stephen can't learn it and keeps blaming his injured hands, but the very next second, he gets brutally humbled. The Ancient One drops Stephen on top of Mount Everest. If he doesn't make it back in 30 minutes, he freezes to death. After countless attempts, he finally escapes just before losing consciousness. From that moment on, Stephen is completely transformed. Without leaving his room, he uses magic circles to mess with Wong, steals books, leaves his body behind, studies non-stop, 24 hours a day. One day, Wong is gone. Stephen opens the Book of Time out of curiosity. Following the instructions, he puts on the Eye of Agamotto, casts a spell with both hands. The mechanism unlocks. Green light from the Time Stone fills the room, and just like that, Stephen wraps a magic circle around his arm.